We'll try going west. Like, I'm almost tempted to look it up, but even looking it up, it would still be obnoxious to go through. Northwest. Unless there's something on the screen, like, again, maybe there actually was something here that hints at what the right way is. East is where we came from. And it's continuing to branch. And branch. Wow. I couldn't be any less happy right now. Let's go southwest. We've got to be getting close to the end. Like, it's... I'm afraid for what is the case if we're only like west. Like, there's so much backtracking we have to do if a bunch of these aren't the right way. Northeast is where we came from. South. Those look like doors. What if the route you take affects the doors that open? That's the other thing that I was wondering, where we had the one where I'm like, this should be a triangle, and it wasn't. And I'm like, okay, so either that was like a short path and it didn't quite reach the other room, or this is even more nonsense than I feared, which is possible. I might just be stuck down here forever. Like, how will I know? How will I know if it isn't just some, like, thing that branches forever and it's not actually a maze? That's probably the scariest thing. Hi, Howder Biscuit. We are miserable. We are stuck in a submarine in a ridiculous maze. Is it a submarine? I don't even know. But we're going to die down here. It's pretty much the worst. Alright, so this one was a dead end. Which way did we go, even? We went west? Alright, so let's go south instead. You're stuck in your computer now and it won't turn off and you can't stand up. It's just this forever now. Did I die? Maybe I died in that last... Mentor Roulette 500 killed me. And this is hell now. What now? What now, game? I'm actually kind of happy when I find dead ends, because that at least narrows down, like, it's one less place that I have to continue investigating. This was another dead end. If this was hell, would I be? Pretty sure that was in Dante's Inferno. Like, and this is the 8th circle of hell. It's for fornicators and tax collectors. These people are subjected forever to puns from Serpent. Except he, you know, wrote it all flowery and made it rhyme and whatever. But that's basically what he was saying. Spinny! Woo! Woo! Spinning more! Is it the exit? No. No, just more tracks. We can go south. We can only go south, so why did you stop? Why did you stop here? Keep going. Alright. Slight turn. So we're going to be facing east now. I guess. At the time, it was one of the game's most heavily criticized puzzles, and yet Myst creator Rand Miller loved the hell out of it. What a weirdo! Like, I can imagine... Okay, there are... It would be one thing if it was here as a deliberate contrast, right? Like you have horror game, you have something like Resident Evil where you go, we're gonna have some deliberate super downtime where it's do this deliberately boring puzzle about move this statue over here and then take this chess piece and put it over there, and then we're gonna jolt you out of that boredom with a zombie crashing through a wall or whatever. But this isn't like a contrast to fast-paced action or anything. This isn't... The whole rest of the game is also like really mundane, you know, puzzles, except that this one doesn't use your brain at all. So I don't see what his reason for thinking that it's a good puzzle is. Of course we can go south more. Why not? Why not? Why have this be a dead end? Is west not the... Oh, that's north. Okay. Did I do this wrong or something? What did I do? Hold on. Sorry. I gotta go all the way back around again. I think I missed something. Alright. That's west. That's the way we came. I have to go all the way back through again because I was distracted. I think this is a dead end. It is. There's nowhere to go except... Yeah. Just wait for the see, that's the other thing. If, like... I guess eventually, like, we could... Like, the fact that everything is perfectly still except for the tiny little bit of video in the middle means maybe they could surprise us by going, as soon as you get to the destination, like, boom, the control panel's gonna explode or something. But even that, it's like, that's not what I'm playing this for jump scares. Alright. I can't even express to you how much faith I have in this northwest path. This is the one. This is the one. This is basic training enemy parties. Here it is. You're finally going to give us the guild test that we always wanted. Goal. Not the goal. I'm a little bit worried by these different noises that are showing up because I haven't been paying attention to them because they're much too subtle. They couldn't possibly have any meaning. There weren't enough tropes in 1993 for jump scares to be a thing. That's sort of true. Plus, with the load times, on original hardware, there would have been too much of a load time for them to be a legitimate scare. We were like, oh, something's going on. Oh, sure, of course West is an option. Because this is the right way. I already told you, I have a lot of faith right now. Apparently the way it even looks like this is because they wanted you to walk through the maze, but it was too much shit to render at the time. Yeah, like, even as a thing where you could just, like, walk through all of this, it would still be boring, but at least you would be able to go, mouse, okay, I can see all of my exits. So we got northeast, or we came from the southwest, so... That's where we came from. The fanciful notion that I wouldn't... Here I was thinking it was going to be like 6 total nodes in the whole maze, maybe. That it was just a jaunt. A gay jaunt. Alright, so this is banking, so we went north, but we're coming in the west side of the road. We would just frolic through the handful of nodes in this maze, and then move on. Bank. Why? Why bank? What's that mean? Bank means you can go southeast, apparently. Bank means you can go... Oh, no, it's west. That's where it came from. Did it. I'm not actually excited. There were so many other dead ends awaiting us. I just realized if I want both of the pages, I'm gonna have to go through that a second time, right? Wait, I don't have this is the... I don't have either of the... Hold on. I don't have either of the pages. On the ceiling? I'm not leaving without a page. So yeah, apparently those sounds tell you which direction to take. No kidding. The pages have got to be hidden somewhere in the maze. And I can no longer... Oh, okay, I can backtrack. The pages weren't hidden somewhere in the, like... The hint for what sound means what is in a different age altogether. That's unfortunate. All right, I will explicitly ask chat for the answer to this. Are the red and blue pages somewhere in this maze? And I found the exit before I found either of the pages? Or no? Because I'm trying to think, where could the pages have been somewhere else in this age? Or are there no pages? Huh. I don't have to say chimichangas. I can just be explicit. Forgot. How would I forget my own secret help password? Like I have a map that starts like 4 steps after I entered, so I can find my way back through here if I need to. The pages, you don't think the pages are in the maze. Hey. If the pages aren't in the maze, that means now I have to go through this maze 2 more times. I have to go pick up the red page and come through the maze again, and then go pick up the blue page and then come through the maze yet again. Unless maybe this book is not... Maybe this book is different. If only science could find a way to let humans grab multiple pieces of paper at once. Where was that even? On the spaceship? Wait, how do I... Oh. It was maybe a mistake to jump back in here. Because now I legitimately can't get back out of here without going through the whole maze. You don't know whether there are any pages to find there? How could there not be pages? Unless this is supposed to be like a final boss of some kind. Alright, these are no longer manipulatable. This answer's already in here, so that's good. There's that, and once I go in, I'm in the maze, so... Can we really not encounter any books out here? Any pages, I mean? I guess I didn't. I jump off of this cliff into the fire. So far, the pages that we've found have generally been in, like nice-looking places. Oh, I've already done that, though. Alright, well, I made the mistake of coming back in here, so let's do the puzzle. I mean, do the maze, you know? How strange. I will, after I finish this game, and Riven, maybe, I will have to watch some sort of, you know, whatever kind of court this guy wound up in. Whatever they charge you with when you make a video game where this happens. And see what his defense was. Was this really meant to be like the final boss? Like, do you come here after you? I don't even know what. I should be writing down, right? North. Ugh, no room there. So we just went east. And we can go farther east. Is that correct? Maybe? South, I think. And then if this has a west and southeast, then I know where I am. No. This has a south, like farther south. east. I think this is the one where I go south again. And hopefully there's a west and a south. Oh, it turned. Nope, never mind. Okay, there is a west, so I think now we have entered my maze. And this turn went out. Okay. Oh man. The absolute worst. Yeah, even if the sounds were a clue, it's not like you have to take the path before you know that it's right or wrong. Continue west, west, west until we can go northwest. I've already got it. I've already got it. Like I said, unless for some reason I have to come back through here and go in a different direction. But if you said there's no pages in here, I don't know what else I can find in here, so. See, that's a strange noise. But I'm on the right track. Unless there's more than one way to get there. Now we go north. This curves around. So I assumed when you said, oh, the sounds matter, that the sounds are meant to tell you whether you're on the right track or not. But from the sound of it, it's actually like the sound tells you the correct direction to go is blah. Which would be so weird. Because that's... Again, not that most puzzles in games like this are built on logic, but there's nothing that would logically lead you to believe this ambient sound that I'm hearing is... Like, what would you assume? You would immediately assume, okay, that's telling me, like, you went the right way or you went the wrong way. Not, this is a sound that means you should travel east. It'd be one thing if there are some, right? We've seen some games where it's like, follow the sound of blah, right? So you walk over to one exit, and it's just the wind blowing. You walk over another exit, and it's the wind blowing. And you walk over to one exit, and you hear like a sparkly noise. And it's like, oh, okay, so that tells me that the sparkly noise leads me to the correct way to go. You would never go, oh, if you hear a sparkly noise, that means go northwest. But apparently, according to Serpent, in one of the other ages, we would have been taught that somehow. Which, if that's why the guy likes it, then make it mandatory. Make it so that you can't stumble on... Like, if you wind up going into that age, you cannot get out unless you complete the maze, like I just did. So make it impossible to get there without having the hint from the other age. Alright, what else What else can we do on the island? We already went through the spaceship. I think the only... The only place I can think of that we haven't been is inside... Whoops, wrong way. Inside here. But I haven't figured out how to make these say 221. There's got to be some kind of a... something else that I can click on here. Right? I can't manually push that. If I push that, it always resets properly. I love the fact that people play through an entire world that has everything to do with sound, and then they go down to this vehicle at the bottom of the world, and they forget about it, and we're still giving them sound clues for what to do. No, I disagree with him. I disagree with him because it's the wrong kind of sound clue. Like I said, there is a correct way to do sound clues. To say, like, you should be following this sound. Because that makes some kind of logical... You need some level of logic in puzzles, right? Like, when we just... What did we do earlier? They gave us some dates, right? And they gave us this staratorium, right? And they said if you sit in the chair and you put in a date and time, there's a logical understanding that, oh, different constellations, you can count on them, like they move, or the Earth moves, according to a mathematical formula. Thus, you can know at this point in the past or at this point in the future, looking in a particular direction at a certain time of night on a certain date will show you one of the constellations. If that weren't true, this puzzle would make no sense. It could still be solved, but it makes sense this way, to say put in a date and time and we will show you the constellation that, because when you're like looking in a particular direction, you can know that something will be there. It may not make sense that it would show you the wrong constellation if you were off by 10 minutes, because it should still be there, but that makes sense. A thing making an arbitrary noise that like a noise can't mean go north. That's not how noises work. It's how instructions work. Like, there could be an alien on a loudspeaker saying, goop blop zorp. And you figure out eventually, oh, goop blop zorp means go north. But just a metallic pang? No, I disagree with him. He is a silly man. So can I futz with this thing out here? Oh, I can make those gears go away. That's unfortunate. Let's hope I remember the answer to this puzzle. We're trying to set this to 240? That's 40. That was 3. You need some level of logic or a skeleton arm with glue. Can't pull them down halfway and then do something. No. Wait, did that just do something? What did that do? No. Oh, you can hold it. I've been... Okay, so what is the rule now? You move the... When you pull this one, the top moves by 1, and the middle moves by 1, but then you can keep moving the middle. Right lever equals top, 1, middle, plus X. And this one does the same thing. Bottom left is bottom plus 1, middle plus X. And I want 2, 2, 1. So you get 2, 2, 1, I will go like that, and then like that, and then like... We got it. I knew there was just something that I wasn't getting. So what? I did it wrong. That was the wrong one. It's... Alright, that gear turned, but what am I doing? Do I go out and look at the clock? No? Go around back? No. This gear has revealed itself to be only half of a gear, but I don't know what to do. The music is ominous. The door closes behind me. I don't know what you want, game. Oh, heading out, Garrett. Okay. Have a good night. It is late. What are you asking of me, game? What else do I know? What else do I know that I haven't used? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go get the paper. Let me go get that paper. Maybe the paper goes there. I don't know. Love each other. No. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What was on the ship? Oh, that was how I already totally completed that level. Put you back. Have I not done enough up here? Oh! Wait, is this... Where is this? It's playing the same scary music. Is this what... Was this open already? No. Okay, this is this... What reason would I have to think that this gear and the gear on the opposite side of the island were connected? I don't know, I guess that's just how gears work. We're coming up on 10 o'clock, so we might have to call it a night pretty soon. Here is a place to put in a variety of shapes. Good. Up. Ah, okay, we got the ship here, we got a rocket. Can't do anything with them. We got a clock. The clock that we were just working on. We've got a telescope pointing directly at the sun. Nice. Good job. It's not pointing at the sun, it's pointing at a cloud outside. The music stopped to let us know. No, it didn't stop. Red, green, yellow. Can't seem to click them or drag them anywhere. A bird. Good job, bird. I'm very proud of you. You did your job. This is... Open, please? No open. This looks almost like a scale or something. Like you're gonna weigh the things on both sides of that. Let's keep going. What in the hell? Okay, hold on. Let's inspect this thing first. Oh,
I will not falter.
David! David 7945543. 79543. Welcome. We will actually be ending the stream shortly. Another 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just poking around. This is a new era that I just got into. Oh, I can do it slowly. A little more. Now I can go in? Maybe? Please? Oh, if I go upstairs, I bet it is. Wrong way. Let me go back to the way I came. Telescope. You're not a telescope. Come on. Disappointing. Alright, maybe it was the other direction. We have a throne. I can sit in the throne. It's good to be the king. Weird old man mask. Swords. A dragonfly. Dragonfly and 2 katanas. Alright. Thought that was Mjolnir for a second. No, it's just a box. And you said there weren't gonna be any jump scares. I just got bitten by a cobra. I'm pretty sure it's game over. So this is like a treasure chest on its side, and there's a helmet. Like, I can zoom in on this. So why is it important? There's a helmet and a sword. And it is a treasure chest on its side. But I can't go to the lock, it looks like. It's all over. A lot of things here that I can't interact with. Oh, I can interact with this. Fortress Rotation Simulator. Calibrating. So I get that we're in the world where he said we're building a fortress to defend from these pirates that are going to come back in 10 years, right? They built a fortress. What could that mean? Oh, I didn't mean to click it again. Okay, that brings us back out here. Alright. So if we wanted this whole fortress to rotate, for example, so that I could take a bridge over there... Oh, it's just a lens flare. Alright, let's go back inside. Back inside, back inside. Bird, and we don't know why. Oh, this is also a throne. Okay, I can sit on this throne. Sure. I didn't quite catch that. I could close this and walk across, and since I rotated this, I can get in it now and take the elevator up. Or down. We don't judge in this channel. Is there nothing up here? Oh. Oh. Alright, so those two controls that we saw during the Fortress Simulator are also on top of this elevator? If I had a way of making it go... I can't. It doesn't look like I can jump out. I said we don't judge. Going down is not an option. I push the middle button. How does that take me up? Sure, works for me. Did that properly rotate us? We're gonna find out. It did. And we have the answer to two of the things. Horseshoe, kind of, and triangle, rectangle, triangle. The first two of four. Where will we find the other ones? Actually, this is a good spot to stop. All right. So unlike with some, you know, my constant fear whenever I play puzzle games is, oh no, I'm gonna, after getting through the first half-ish of the game, I'm gonna just get stuck, right? I've done all the easy puzzles, and now I'm afraid that I'm going to turn on a stream and stream for 2 hours or 3 hours and make no progress. And that seems to not be the case here. Fortunately, I'm never really, like, terribly stuck. I think I'm only going to have to get 4 pages total. I don't know if I have to pick red or blue, or if I get them both in order to end the game. But I don't think we're that far off. I think we could conceivably finish this up next time, which will be Thursday. Streaming Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. Thank you for the follow. So more of this on Thursday, and then Saturday we will be going back to Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology, I think. Everyone have a good night.